Hey good people, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well and having an amazing Sunday. So in today's video, you guys might recall me in a later, I think it was the last landscaping video that I did, where I was basically telling you guys that I was working on something to cover those bare spots over by the area where the two trees are at. So I was wanting to do something that was beautiful, not just, cover it up with some rocks or something like that. I wanted to do something that was going to add to the landscape, but also that's going to, just always continuously be a beautiful area as well. I wanted something that was going to be bright, colorful, and just further enhance the look of the landscape. So right quickly, what I want to do is I want to show you guys what the space looked like, and then I'm going to show you the products and the items that I'm going to be using in this space. So let's take a look at what the area looks like at the moment. All right, y'all, so here's a quick look at the area I'm going to be working in today's video. So basically, I am wanting to do something that's going to further beautify this landscape, but then also improving the quality of my clay soil. So this is a fairly large bare spot, and the method that I'm using to pretty much cover it and beautify it is definitely cost effective, is budget friendly, and it's easy. It's simple to complete. So in previous years, I did try to plant grass seeds in this area to get the grass to grow, but y'all, it just didn't work. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the items I'm going to be using and just kind of tell you a little bit about what my plans are for these bare spot areas, and hopefully this is something that can motivate somebody. If you have some bare spots in your lawn or in your yard, whatever the case is, maybe these are some methods that would work for you. Right, so first things first, here's a look at my trunk, the back of my trunk, all the items that I have. One of the things I'm going to be doing, and again, this, I just was doing a little bit of research, trying to figure out the best way to improve the quality of my clay soil. And what was recommended or suggested was mushroom compost. And this is what it looks like. So the mushroom compost, because I was kind of debating between this and the black cow manure, but apparently this is wonderful in terms of improving the quality of clay soil. It helps loosen and aerate heavy or clay soil. You can see it says that right here on the packaging. And it's great for, reconditioning flowers, vegetable beds, planting shrubs, trees, ornamentals, all of that, all of the above. So I am excited about that. I got 2 bags of this. This actually came from Lowe's. And then I also went ahead and got 2 bags of the brown star, I think it's star green mulch. It used to say premium mulch, but it says something else now. But anyway, I got 2 bags of that. I got a feeling I'm going to need more. I feel like I probably might need to run out and grab some more. Then after that, and also I got these mulch from Lowe's as well. After Lowe's, I headed over to Home Depot and got 2. Well, not this. This is actually something that came from Lowe's. This was on clearance. I think this was so cute. Not sure where I want to put it, but I thought this was really, really cute. It was half off, so I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I'll just get plants because they're pretty and because they're on sale, and I'll always figure out a spot for it. But I got these gorgeous red drift roses. You can kind of see what they look like on the picture here. I got these from Home Depot. I am excited about these, and I think this will be such a gorgeous, gorgeous pop of color near the road in that area that's really, really large with the bare spot over there. I think these roses are going to be stunning in that area. So I have a couple of these. I feel like I should have gotten 3, but we're going to see what it does. And of course, I also got some mums, just a couple of bright color yellow mums. I got these from not Home Depot. I got these from Lowe's. They were actually marked. I think they were $10.98 regular price, and they were marked for like $7. So I got 2 of those. And I was just, again, wanting to figure out some ways to really brighten up that space a lot. So this is what I'm going to be using. Last but not least, here are the other plants I'm going to be using here. This is what they look like, the blue rug juniper. This spreads, and that's one of the things I love about it. It's a trailing plant, so I'm going to be using this one. So I have 4 of these. These also came from Lowe's as well. I want to go ahead and place, you know, just kind of dry fit the plants and just kind of see how I want to lay it out in that area. I'm hoping and praying I'm able to dig through the soil. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I can. But let's first do that. Let's kind of get an idea of where we want to, you know, place everything. All right, y'all, so here's a look at the layout that I think I want to go with. At first I wasn't going to use these mums, but I think it adds such a beautiful pop of color. And one thing to keep in mind, all of these plants are perennials. So they will come back every year. The only maintenance I will have to do will be with the mums, and that's just going to entail deadheading the mums. But other than that, I will have nothing else to do. And so the plan here is to, once I've dug the holes, plant up my flowers, I'm actually going to use some cardboard to cover up all this grass, the little, you know, spurts of grass in various places. You don't even have to dig the grass up, y'all. Just literally put the cardboard right on top. And then after that, I'm just going to add some mulch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is what I am about to do in this area. So to add in the hole before planting my flowers, I am going to be adding a little bit of plant tone fertilizer. This is going to give me bigger and longer blooms. In addition to that, I am going to also be adding to that some biotone starter, which is more like a root starter. This is perfect for newer plants that you're planting. But before any of that, of course, I'm going to be topping the hole off with a little bit of mushroom soil, again, just to improve the quality of my clay soil. All right, so I have finally finished planting the flowers. So now what I'm about to do is start placing my cardboard, because again, it is late, y'all. It is after 7. Then again, it might be later than that. But anyway, just want to show you guys what that space looks like. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add the cardboard. And whoo, y'all, we might be able to finish this video by tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness. So excited. So just wanted to give y'all a 360 view. Yay. All right, y'all, so I've added all my cardboard. So now I'm just going to wet this down really, really good, just to kind of make this cardboard a little bit more flexible, more pliable. So then that way, when I start to add my mulch, it will lay a lot flatter. And so those of you who have been following me for a while, you pretty much know that I absolutely love using cardboard in a lot of my landscapes. One of the reasons I'm definitely using it in this particular space is that, number one, not only does it, suppress the weeds, it's a great weed barrier, but also because this particular area is so tough from the clay soil where I could barely dig a shovel through it. What that cardboard is going to do, once it actually starts to decompose into the soil, is going to loosen the compacted soil as it breaks down. And then it's also going to add organic matter for better drainage while attracting worms that aerate the soil. So using cardboard in your landscapes has a lot of great benefits, and it's cost effective, you guys. You could literally go to your local Walmart, Lowe's, or Home Depot, and most times you can get them for free. So, I'm definitely a huge advocate of using cardboard in my landscapes for sure. All right, so the traffic has slowed down a little bit, so I can just kind of give you guys a quick overview of what this area looks like. So this is what it looks like. We've already added the cardboard. We went ahead and watered the cardboard, and this is just going to make the cardboard a little bit more pliable. So then that way, when we start to add our mulch, it's going to lay flat basically. So that's the purpose. And then I feel like watering the cardboard kind of activated a little bit because so dry or whatever. So just kind of getting it watered and letting it settle into the soil. Yeah, that's perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and start adding the mulch. And actually I have to run back out to Lowe's and grab a few more bags. Yeah, not gonna have enough. All right, y'all, so it's 7:50 p.m. It looks a lot later than that because, as you can see, it's pitch black outside. But I had to run back out to Lowe's, get some more bags of mulch and also the rocks to, just kind of make sure that the mulch doesn't run off or anything like that. So, I'm out of breath, y'all, lifting these heavy bags. But anyway, I will have all of these items from Lowe's linked in my Obsessed with It storefront. So if you want to find any of those garden supplies or whatever from Lowe's, definitely check out that Obsessed with It storefront. So let's go ahead and run back home, put this stuff down, and wrap up this video, y'all. All right, y'all, so I'm going to be speeding through this particular part of the video only because I had to keep stopping and starting because of the traffic. But for the most part, I managed to get everything mulched, and then I'm going to show you guys where I place the stones that I purchased as well. Okay, y'all, so I want to show you something I did right quickly on the very, very edge. Oops, sorry. On the very, very edge of the landscape, I added these stones here, and I did that basically for drainage, so then that way if it rains or whatever, this is another way to make sure your mulch stays in place. But now I do want to point out, I plan to paint these stones because I don't like the white. I feel like it's just too, I just don't want white. But I want it to blend in. I like a soft scape. I don't want the hardscape, which is why I need to make sure that these stones blend in with the landscape. And so I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum camouflage. This is in a dark brown color. So this is what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to paint the stones. And see how much they blend in with the mulch versus being so white. I mean, granted, if you want to leave it white, you can. It's just that, again, I want this to be a nice soft scape area. And the white stands out too much for me. All right, y'all, so it is the next day. It is pretty cloudy outside. It's been cloudy all day. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys my progress on last night. Everything is done. Everything is completed. Thank God. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, y'all, so before the final reveal, I wanted to take a look back and remind you as to what the space used to look like before we made it over. You guys may recall that over the years, I have attempted to plant grass seeds in this area, and to no avail, the grass just would not grow. So I thought about doing something that was a little bit more so in the budget-friendly area that was going to just really brighten up the space, make it beautiful, and just further enhance this landscape as a whole. So now let's take a look at the final reveal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you are new and watching for the first time, welcome. My name is Carolina, and it is such a great pleasure having you here. And as always, to my existing subscribers, guys, you know you are always welcome back. And I will see you all really, really soon in my next video. Bye now.